Hello, everyone. So I'm going to have to make this one. Again, mainly because I have to sign in myself on commenting on my own YouTube channel. What the heck? Okay, whatever. I don't do that. So I hope my brother Eldritch Welts, you will see this because I'm going to share something here that I experienced, and who knows, right? It's one of those things. All you sanctuary church members gung ho with AR-15s and I don't know what, and I'm not sure what you're doing out there with them, on how you are planning to use them. Again, I understand on how well you got to be right. I shared that song of Lee Titus, uh, a brother in faith I've known for a long time. He actually even stayed with us. We let him stay at our house. He needed a place to live for a while. Oh, this was many, many, many years ago. And so, okay, I know a lot about this brother. I could use, and he is, I don't know if what his stance is now after all this time. But he decided to follow Youngjanim and Kukshanim. But I shared this song of his. He has many more videos, really, when it comes down to it. And yeah, you guys don't know that, do you? You don't know who Brother Lee, just Brother Lee, is. Maybe if the sanctuary church members would have known that he's one of their guys, they would have liked the video more. But they don't know. You don't know your own people. But I know him. Okay. He, after searching for a long time, found his wife, has a child. And Hyungjanim was to thank for that. Yes? Okay. Thank for that? Okay. However, but that's not, I'm not sure why I brought this up, but it needed to be said, I guess, on here somehow. On how biased you guys actually are. You don't even know your own brothers and sisters or what they have gone through, this and that, but I do. The ones that I've known, and the difficulties they've gone through in their lives to be where they are at. Oh, so, Brother Lee, then, no, you guys don't know anything about him. The love that he has for heaven. You don't know anything about him. Or what he's done, and how he tried, and heaven rewarded him eventually, and now he's, okay, all right, enough of that. What I'd like to share here is something that I experienced with one veteran who was dying. I was called in, and I went. I got to the room, and I thought, there's all these people in here. Usually I sit with people while they're dying because there's nobody there. I get called in as a volunteer. So is every volunteer that comes for the 11th hour the same? And no, no. I seem to have been somewhat of a mystery to the nurses, the doctors, and everyone else. And I was called in a lot. It got to the point where I had to say, guys, I have a farm to take care of and children and this and that, you know. I got it. I'll be there whenever I can, but... And I always felt that I was always there when it was really, really needed. So this time I got there, I'm going, there's all these people here. There were 2 sons there, some other person, and I got there, and it was basically to relieve the family. The dying of this veteran had been going on at the Veterans Hospital for a long time. I'm going, okay. So I got in there and I listened for a while, and I okay. I got a little bit of information that he was a World War II veteran. And eventually they all took off. Okay. So I was alone with him. It was interesting to see on how he was struggling. He was having a really, really hard time breathing. He was very restless. And I sat with him and I took his hand and I said, okay, I'm here now. So what's going on? His wife had passed away 2 weeks before. And it almost seemed like he was following her. That was that. Seemed like it was a really, really good marriage. Many, many children. And one of the sons that was there happened to be a pastor as well. They all left. They needed to have a rest. They were just exhausted after 2 weeks of their dad not knowing, is he going to go now? Is he going to go later? What's going on? So I sat with this dying veteran, and I said, okay, so what's going on with you? Why can't you let go? He said, could he talk still? No. He had a mask on to help him breathe, this, that. But that's just me. I know how to connect the spirit as well. Yeah. Spiritual life, does that mean anything to you guys? Actually, does it? And he communicated that I can't die. I've got too much on my back. I got too many lives on my back that I can't face, and I die. And I said, okay, I can help you with that. I said, let me give you the blessing first. And I did. So how do you do that? I found that when people are really close between the two, they're on this threshold. We have let me explain it like this. In Switzerland, we have a stretch. It's like a line of a place. It's called Wallis in Switzerland, and it's between the German part and the French part of Switzerland. They have their own language there. It's really amazing. I mean, you hear them talking, you're going, I'm going to have to learn another language in my own country to understand these people. It's a mix between German and French. And that's exactly how it is when people are still in the physical living, but they are just about to pass into spirit world. There's this line. And the amazing thing is when you give the blessing to someone like that, it blesses their ancestors and their descendants at the same time. God's lineage is given in an amazing way. I know. Oh, well, but so you want proof. Got to be there and experience that. I can't. There is no way to just write that down, or it is, as a certainty. I knew as a certainty, and that was not the first time. So by the time I got to this veteran, I already knew the possibilities of the blessing. Yes, you really think that in this short amount of time that we had true parents here giving the blessing in the way that they were able to do that we have discovered everything, that we know everything on how things work? There's no way. Then what about the universe? The ultimate of everything, quantum physics, whatever. Well, in any case, so I did that. It's amazing to me on how immediately he calmed down. And then I talked to him and said, okay, let's ask for forgiveness of every life that you had to take or took during the time that you spent in war. And on the other hand, you also have to be able to forgive the horrors caused by your enemies. Okay, I'm going to make this a little shorter than after we had our give and take, per se, the spirit world, the physical world, him, I, true parents. There were several hours that went by. At one point, the nurse came in and she walks into the room. She says, oh my gosh, she says, what did you do? Did you do what you always do? I said, well, I'm just working God's plan here. Yeah. She says, I can tell the difference in the room. I can tell something's different in this room. But she's busy. Right? It was a big hospital. Says, you do what you... See you later. Right? About 3 a.m., one of the sons returned. I was about ready to go home. I still had to... I need to go home. I need to get some sleep. And I had to get up my daughter for school in the morning. I had to do the barn, take care of all the critters, and then go to work. At 3 a.m., one of the sons, the preacher shows up. He walks in the room and says, oh my gosh, but my dad seems much calmer. So we started talking. And I said, you're a preacher. I'm giving you this job now. Your dad needs continuous prayer to be able to forgive and ask for forgiveness. I explained it to him, this, that, and he goes, oh my gosh. He says, you are making so much sense. And, our dad very rarely talked about what he went through and what bothered him. And it caused some problems in our families. Anyway, so I had to talk with him, and I said, look, I gotta go home. And he says, thank you. Thank you for having been here for our father. He passed away the next day with everyone there. I told him, I said, now he's at peace now in a way, but again, there's a reason why you showed up first. So now he needs his family to be a part of this restoration plan as well. a restoration course as well. He passed away the next day with everyone there. Because I told the son, I said, you better get everybody here, because I think if he feels the support of yours, he's going to be able to pass, and he did. You see, the experiences that I had with people in this world, and spirit world, the balance that I've experienced in the way that some people view what war is, or on the way you should defend yourself, or this or that, is not, it's not a part of heaven. So I get it that in a way the two sons, Young-jin and Kuk-shin, they want to be something strong, right, to defend good. But that's been going on for a long time, and it's cost so much. What? We can't just disregard Jesus' sacrifice of, no, I'm not going to fight. There's another way to take care of this besides wasting innocent lives, or even guilty lives. You see? Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to share. I will share more if you're willing to listen. Some of you just don't want to do that. You don't want to change. You want to continue what has been continued for thousands and thousands of years. You're just not willing. That's very sad. To me. Yes. And on top of that, I'm a woman. What am I actually worth when it comes to all that? Yeah, kind of sad, isn't it? Yes. Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. After I had a little conversation, or I saw a comment, nice, long, I read everything of his comment on how, thank you for acknowledging our suffering, our pain, trying to figure out some way, how do we survive as soldiers? Anyway, God's love and blessings always. I will talk to y'all another time.